I'd like to hand over to Alex now. If it wasn't for him and his lovely wife, Fiona, we wouldn't be here today. So Best Man is really a fitting title. Thank you.
I guess if there's anyone as nervous and anxious and worried as me today, because I really am, it's either me or you just marry Tom. I've just got to say that Tom's and Chris's speech were really, really nice, really heartfelt, and I would have really, really enjoyed it if I wasn't up next. So I'm a bit nervous. So as they've mentioned, we introduced Tom and Katie. Tom and I met in March 2005 in Accenture, and I could tell right from the start that we'd get on. I think that was, I don't know what it was, if it was just a bond or something that I knew we'd get on straight away. Like everyone from Accenture over there, everyone was really nice. But with Tom, I could tell straight away. I don't know if it was because we were both from the third world, Tom being from Norwich, right? I could really tell how it was. So, and right from the start, when we decided to introduce Tom and Katie, we knew that they would be perfect for each other. And right after their first dates, I think Fiona gave Katie a call and wanted to get some feedback to see what I was going to have to work with Tom to see if we could get something going. But really, with what Katie said was that no, we chatted for ages. It was really, really nice, but he didn't walk me home. Like I'm from Brazil, and as maybe it's a Latin thing, but if a girl says she wanted to take him home. Like, I thought it would be a really good idea if Tom gave her a call. So I said, Tom, I think you're in there. She wanted you to have taken her home. So we're really glad. And Tom's reaction, I thought, I wanted to boost his confidence. But what Tom said was like, Alex, she's only human. It was bound to happen. So that was the feedback. And we knew from the start that they would get on, as I said. I think you could really tell, like right from looking at them today, you can tell there would be people that really get on. Like you could tell, you could just look and you would know, right? You could see them, like almost at face value. I don't know what, maybe it's the wrong expression. What I mean is that they have the same face. The only way I think you can tell them apart sometimes, people say, is that the difference in hair. Katie has much nicer hair, and Tom spends twice as much money on his. Today, it's only Katie that's wearing the dress. And that's how it is. Let me just continue with my improvisation. Yeah, so, but apart from that, Katie and Tom are really generous people, really kind. I think from when Tom went to Australia especially, I really missed him because he was always a guy I could pick up the phone and call. They both have a sick sense of humor. Like really twisted, like who else would pick a foreigner who's afraid of public speaking? Really, really nice of him. But I'm really enjoying myself, and I know that there's some customs I have to fill in. So like, for instance, I have to, is it dig up dirt on Tom? Yeah. It was really, really difficult to do that. And Tom has kind of spilled, like, I think wasted about 5 minutes of my material that I had today, which is actually positive for you guys because you guys must be hungry. But anyway, Tom admitted he was fat, and I wanted to go on about how he was a bit of a fatty, and now today he really enjoys watching fat people fall over, which I think is really But anyway, it's really difficult because he is squeaky clean. He's squeaky clean, so I didn't know where to go. So what I did was I booked and I went to see Tom's parents in Norwich, and it was really fun. I loved it. And I tried to dig up as much dirt as possible, but as some people probably told me as soon as I got to England, is that people in Norwich keep it all in their family. That was okay. That joke almost didn't make the cut. I was really worried about it. Because Fiona and I had such a nice time with Peter and Sue over there. They were so welcoming. It was such a pleasure meeting them. It was really, really nice. Anyway, yeah, but what I did find out, there's one thing that I did find out, is that Tom's nickname over there is Golden Balls. And I know Norwich are a pretty bad football team, right? So it's definitely not because he plays football like David Beckham. So I was struggling to find out why, and then Katie's mom, Tom's mum, explained it to me. She said that Tom always ends up getting exactly what he's always wanted, or what he worked so hard to get. So firstly, for instance, he went on holiday to Australia when he was a kid. And he got exactly, and he's always wanted to go back, and now he's living in Australia, which is great. Now he got a dream job as well, which is also my dream job, working with football, amazing. Okay, not the proper football, but you know, it's a start. It's only starting now. And now he's found such a nice girl, such a lovely girl, such a great, fantastic girl to spend the rest of his life with. And to that, it just makes me so happy, which I'm really, really glad. Okay, I think the next bit that I can talk about, I think that I have to tick off, is to talk about the stag a bit. Yeah, and it's, I think when I was speaking to Tom's mum, she mentioned, Alex, whatever you do, just don't tie him up to a lamppost. And I didn't even have this idea in mind. I didn't even know like that was something that we could have done. But then when I called Tom, I wanted to test the water. I said, okay, that might be a good idea. If his mum doesn't want it, or maybe I should try it. And Tom, the first thing Tom said was like, look, Alex, I don't want to be traumatized being tied up naked to a lamppost. So I thought, okay, he's giving me ideas, okay, I can work with that. But anyway, I decided not to do that, and we didn't do it. I think I organized a go-karting event from hell. I think I almost got 9 people killed. But in the end, everyone was safe. And Tom got his own back on us because he got us to watch Everton versus Norwich, which it was a difficult game to watch. I'm Brazilian and I find it really difficult to watch these games. But anyway, Tom got his own back, and it really did make me think when I was there. I kept on thinking, man, Tom must love Norwich so much, and his football team, and just in general, just football fans everywhere. Oh my God, it's just impressive that they go day in, day out there. We were in Liverpool. It was, I don't know how many degrees, I stopped seeing, but it was really cold. It was nighttime. Anyway, so my first unconventional toast, I'd like to toast Tom's love for Norwich and just Norwich fans in general. So to Ipswich. Okay, so I'm almost coming to an end, and I'd also like to recognize, I talked about Chris's speech, I talked about Tom, but I know, and it's been mentioned before, but Pam and Katie for organizing this amazing speech. When you think about the speech, it's all been about the speech, sorry.
We believe you.
This amazing day, everyone's having a really great time. And it's all due to the, as you know, of Katie's planning and Pam as well. And it is really impressive how much they plan and how much everything goes to plan and everything. So anyway, one of the things that I noticed was that, I'm not sure, we've mentioned a lot about this spreadsheet. If you guys weren't involved in the party, I'd just like to show it to everyone. It's a proper spreadsheet with lots and lots of lines. I want you guys to notice that it has the right color scheme as well, as a tie as well, because I'm wearing the purple one, but Tom will probably have a white one, see, because it's a different one. But what I noticed as well is that there was something a bit wrong in the timesheet here, and I just wanted to cover it. It went, I think it was a bit in the ceremony. It got a bit delayed, and I didn't understand why. And I thought maybe it was, I think it was when they were exchanging the rings. And I was wondering whether Katie was struggling to put rings to webbed fingers. And I thought that might be the reason. I don't know. Anyway, I would just like to give my last toast then. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. And also I'd like to also thank, I mentioned Pam and Katie, but I forgot to say Tom as well. Like, he turned up, so that was really cool as well. That's what he did. But anyway, I'd like to give my last toast to Tom and Katie. So please raise your glasses. To Tom and Katie.
Tom and Katie.